If you're about to work on an outlet, switch or light, the first thing you want to be sure of is that there is no power. In this video, I'll show you a few easy ways to test voltage and check if a part you're working on is energized. Quickly, safely, and without pulling out a multimeter, connecting probes and messing with settings. There are a few types of testers that you can use. A contactless or a pen tester, a voltage tester with probes, and a socket tester. Let's start with a contactless tester. It detects voltage without needing to touch any bare wires. For example, if I bring it near a live cable or socket, it will glow red and beep. Now if I turn the breaker off and test again, nothing. No light, no beep. Now this tool is especially useful or even necessary in situations when there is no neutral wire, like at the light switch. A multimeter or a tester with probes measures voltage between live and neutral. So if the neutral isn't present, it won't show you anything. But a contactless tester can still tell you if the wire is live, which makes it perfect for checking switches or single live connections. One important note: these testers can give you false readings in both directions. A false positive when it detects voltage that isn't actually there, often if you move it too quickly over a wire or if the non-energized wire is near the live one. And a false negative if your batteries are empty or there is a bad connection at the tester. It won't beep even if the wire is live. So always test it first on something you know is energized to make sure your tester works. Then turn the breaker off and test again. This one is a bit safer because you need to actually turn it on to use it. So you immediately see that the batteries are good, reducing the chances of a false negative reading. It starts in a low sensitivity mode, which means it will only react when you put it really close to a live wire. So it lowers the chances of a false positive reading too. It will also beep and blink at different speeds depending how close it is to a live wire. When you press this high sensitivity button, it will react when it's anywhere near an energized part, or even when you slightly move it. Next up, the voltage tester with probes. The voltage tester with probes will show you a voltage range by illuminating different lamps, and this model will also show you an exact voltage on the screen here. You insert the positive probe, the one that is on the tester itself, into a live slot of your socket, and a negative probe into a neutral slot. Now it starts to make this ringing sound. It shows you a voltage range 230 here in Europe, and also an exact voltage on the screen. If you pull negative probe out of a neutral slot, it will continue ringing. It won't show you the voltage anymore because the neutral is disconnected, but now it will start to act as a voltage detector. Only this danger lamp will be glowing, so it shows you a presence of a live wire. So it works as a voltage detector too, just like the previous pen tester, just not contactless. Now if I connect this negative probe to the ground pin, I can check if my grounding is good. If it's good, it will show an exact voltage between live and ground, just like between live and neutral. This specific model also has a continuity mode. When you touch two probes together, it beeps. Now it makes a different sound, a real beeping sound. And this RX lamp will illuminate. So it's actually a 3-in-1 tool. A voltage tester, a voltage detector, and a continuity tester, which makes it really amazing and a versatile tool. And finally, the socket tester. It's one of the safest and most practical tools for homeowners. You simply plug it in and it tells you right away if your socket is wired correctly. If something's wrong, it shows you exactly what by turning specific indicator lights on or off. In this case, the socket is wired correctly. When two right lamps glow, P, E and L, It says OK on this chart, which means that your socket is wired correctly, that neutral is on the left, live is on the right, and ground in place. If you don't have ground at all, only the middle lamp will light up. If your live and neutral are reversed, the two left lamps will glow up, and so on. If you touch this little metal plate here, and if you see a danger sign on the screen, that means that something is wrong with your grounding. More specifically, a live wire is touching the ground somewhere, and you need to check your installation. You can also test your RCD or GFCI in the US sockets if it's working correctly by pressing this button. It performs a leakage test and trips the RCD if everything is working properly. Let's actually do it. I press the button, RCD trips, so it means both that our socket is wired correctly and the RCD is working properly. So to recap, use a pen tester whenever you want to quickly check if something is live, energized, but take precaution. A voltage tester, whenever you have a neutral wire, it's more reliable. And when you actually want to test for voltage and not just to see if something is energized or not. And a socket tester to quickly confirm wiring and grounding of your sockets. All three are simple, inexpensive, and make your DIY work a lot safer. Thanks for watching.